Anyway, so antibodies, antivirals. We think we can also have very early in an epidemic a thing you can inhale that will mean that you can't be infected, a blocker, an inhaled blocker. We also need to fix the three problems with vaccines. The current vaccines are not infection blocking. They're not broad, so when new variants come up, you lose protection. And they have very short duration, particularly in the people who matter, which are old people. And every one of those things is fixable. In fact, doing that work is going to help vaccinology very, very broadly.
So you guys all know that during the pandemic, we all were being told by powerful people to follow the science, to listen to authority, to do as the people whom are more knowledgeable about the subject were saying, and that we need to make sure that we are safe and also guarantee the safety of other people. That was all what we heard. And if anyone dared to challenge the narrative, that person was severely punished. Well, this next video will give you an idea as to why those people were saying what they were saying and how they didn't really cared about us, but they were worrying about something totally different. Watch.
Bill Gates was a major, I think it's fair to say, major proponent of mRNA vaccine technology. He was an investor in BioNTech, which developed the mRNA vaccine for Pfizer. We were just doing some digging, and we see that he actually sold a lot of those shares at how much profit was that?
10x. So he invested $55 million in BioNTech back in 2019, and it's now worth north of $550 million.
If there is one set of people that I totally distrust, are billionaires. Not because they are super rich, or not because they have so much money than most of us combined, but for the fact that they will come out and say stuff like, we are out for you guys. We are just looking out for the common people. We are just making sure that everyone is safe. And most of the times, we believe them because we really thought that maybe they really cared about us. But after, you will realize that they were not so much like caring for you, other than thinking about what they will get back in return. So in other words, they were much more worried about their investment than your personal safety. Because believe it or not, your personal safety is none of their business. Like, they don't even care if you are safe or not, as long as they make all the money they can make. I guess the last video about Bill Gates just make you see everything clearly. Bill Gates is one of the most unlikable billionaire of all time. No, many of them, like, people don't really like them that much, but Bill Gates' unlikableness is up here. People find him so unlikable. And sometimes you might wonder why. Okay, you might ask, why do people find him unlikable? Maybe because of what he said, or because of what he's done. Or maybe some of the things he said does not align with what he's done. And that's the reason why people find him so unlikable. You know, not just him, but also all those billionaires who are like the championing the climate change agenda. Now, like I have said it before, or I have said it many times on this show, it's important for us to care for the environment. It's very important for us to look after our environment. Mother Earth is our home and we must look after it. But all those who are championing the climate change are flying their private jets. How can you be telling people to cut back on their carbon footprint while you fly private jet? Isn't that hypocrisy? Or isn't that hypocritical? You are telling poor people who have nothing, I mean nothing, to cut back, to save the environment, that it is our collective responsibility to do that. But you are flying private jet from one city to another. And remember, you have so much money, right? So I think the reason you are even talking about climate change is because you are scared and because you have so much to lose in case everything goes sour. But maybe for those poor people, they have nothing to lose, so they are not even worried about what happened to the environment. They should worry, but maybe they are not worried. And they have a legitimate reason why they are not worried. So, my brothers and sisters, you can see how people really care just about themselves and how you also must care for yourself. You also must do the things you have to do to better up your life. You also must be wise and smart enough to know when someone is being truthful and when someone is trying to play you. Because most too often, we have people come out and say stuffs that are just totally BS. And because we do not have enough information, because we are not educated enough on the particular subject, we tend to believe them more. And then we find out that we have been misled. It's really, really a shame. Because from the interview Bill Gates gave, you can hear what he said. The stuff might not have been as effective as they might have thought. But when people were taking the stuff, you added your voice to it by saying that it was the best way out. That if all of us did what was correct and right, we will all be out of the situation in no time. And then after we must have taken the stuff, you came out and now start saying that, well, it was all a work in progress and we were all trying to do our best and it might have not been effective as we might have hoped. You are saying this now after we've taken it and you've made billions from it. You see, my brothers and sisters. So, do what you think is right for you and be very, very watchful when listening to any of these billionaires because what they care most is making so much money. Not you, not your safety, not your security. But you guys out there, what do you think about Bill Gates' interview? Do you think that what he said was a legitimate error or they knew it, then they covered it up? Let us know in the comment section below because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, please do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel because little deed of goodwill like the one you have just done helps us a lot and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.